Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we are going to continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 19. We're going to begin reading from text 10 today. Does anyone recall what we read yesterday?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We are reading about the Puṁsavana ritualistic ceremony. Sri Shukdev Goswami explains to Maharaj Parikshit how a woman should begin the Puṁsavana ritualistic ceremony on the first day of the month of Agrahayan, November to December. And it is a vow of penance to fulfill her desire. Before beginning the worship of Lord Vishnu, she should hear the story of how the Maruts were born. She worships Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi Narayan. She offers her obeisances unto the Lord, who is full in all opulences. So this prayer was recited, Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamugachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is perfect, and He is the complete whole. Whatever is produced of the complete whole is also complete in itself. Therefore, we must take shelter of the Supreme Lord. Whatever a devotee needs will be supplied by the complete Supreme Personality of Godhead. A pure devotee will not ask anything from the Lord. He simply offers the Lord his respectful obeisances. The Lord accepts whatever a devotee has to offer with devotion, even like patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, a leaf, flower, fruit of water. The Lord is completely able to bless the devotee with all opulences. He is all merciful, and although he is endowed with all six opulences in full, he becomes pleased when his devotee offers him patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, whatever, a leaf, anything that is offered with love. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, just gives himself to his devotees. Only the devotee can perceive how the Lord, although full in himself, depends on his devotees for some particular work. One of the examples given is that Lord Krishna induced his devotee Arjuna to fight and became the cause of victory in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. The relationship of the Lord with his devotee is extremely confidential. We read that after the devotee has offered her obeisances to Lord Vishnu, she must now offer her respectful obeisances to Mother Lakshmi, goddess of fortune, who is the Lord's very precious potency. She is addressed here as Maye. One cannot keep Lakshmi in one's home without Lord Vishnu. It is dangerous if one does this. To keep Lakshmi or the riches of the Lord without the service of the Lord is always dangerous, for then Lakshmi becomes the illusory energy, Mahamaya. With Lord Vishnu, Lakshmi is the spiritual energy, Yogmaya. In text 8, Sukdev Goswami explains how one should chant while offering the 12 oblations of ghee on the sacred fire. Om Namo Bhagavate Maha Purushaya Maha Vibhuti Pataye Swaha. The duty of everyone is to worship Lakshmi Narayan. Yeah. That's it. I think I thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So we'll continue reading from text 10. Praname Dandavat Bhumau
Praname Dandavat Bhumo
Bhakti Prahavena Chetasa
Bhakti Pravena Chetasa
Dasha Varam Japen Mantram
Dashavaram Japen Mantram
Tata Stotram Udirayet.
Tata Strotam Udiraye.
Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. One should offer obeisances unto the Lord with a mind humbled through devotion. While offering dandavats, by following on the ground like a rod, one should chant the above mantra 10 times. Then one should chant the following prayer. So, with humility, with devotion, one offers obeisances to the Lord. Yuvam tu Vishvasya Vibhu
Yuvam tu Vishvasya Vibhu
Jagata Karanam Param
Jagata Karanam Param
Iyam hi Prakriti Sukshma
Iyam hi Prakriti Sukshma
Maya Shakti Duratyaya.
Maya Shakti Duratyaya.
My Lord Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi, goddess of fortune, you are the proprietors of the entire creation. Indeed, you are the cause of the creation. Mother Lakshmi is extremely difficult to understand because she is so powerful that the jurisdiction of her power is difficult to overcome. Mother Lakshmi is represented in the material world as the external energy, but actually, she is always the internal energy of the Lord. So, in this prayer, the devotee can understand that the original energy of the Lord, the spiritual energy, but when we want to enjoy the material world, that internal energy, the spiritual energy, becomes the external energy. So, Durga Devi, she is an expansion of Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi, her direct influence is in the spiritual world, but when she needs to act in the material world, she becomes the external energy, Durga Devi. Is that okay?
Yeah. So the external energy is Mahamaya, right?
Yes,
And the
that's right.
internal energy is Yogmaya. Do we say that?
Yes,
Yeah. Oh.
yes.
And then the internal energy is divided into three, right? That,
Yeah, Sandhini, Samvit, and
and
Hladini,
yeah, yeah.
internal energy. And the external energy is the three modes of material nature.
Material.
Yeah, we were reading in Caitaniya Caritamita more in detail about this.
Hmm.
And we were reading. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Tasya Adhishvara Sakshat
Tasya Adishwara Sakshat
Tvam Eva Purusha Para
Tvam Eva Purusha Paraha
Tvam Sarva Yagya Ijyeyam
Tvam Sarva Yagya Ijyeyam
Kriyeyam Falabhug Bhavan.
Kreyam Phalabhuk Bhavan.
Is my voice okay? Are you all able to hear me all right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. My Lord, you are the master of energy, and therefore you are the supreme person. You are sacrifice, yagya personified. Lakshmi, the embodiment of spiritual activities, is the original form of worship offered unto you, whereas you are the enjoyer of all sacrifices. So, Lakshmi Devi is the Lord's own potency. She is his internal energy, and she is always pleasing the Lord. She's always serving the Lord. So she's always worshipping the Lord. That's why I said the original form of worship offered unto you. So, Yageshwar, Lord Vishnu is the Yageshwar. All sacrifices are performed for his enjoyment. Krishna also says, Bhuktaram Yagyap Tapasam. All the austerities, penances are meant for as an offering for Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu. He's the original enjoyer of all sacrifices. That's why he's called Yageshwar. Then after he's satisfied, then the demigods take their share of the sacrifice. Guna Vyaktir Iyam Devi.
Guna Vyaktir Iyam Devi.
Vyanjako Guna Bhug Bhavan.
Vyanjako Guna Bhug Bhavan.
Tvam hi sarva shariri atma.
Tvam hi sarva shariri atma.
Shri Sharirindriyashayah.
Shri Sharirendriya Shaya.
Nama Rupe Bhagavati.
Nama Rupe Bhagavati.
Pratyayasvam Apashrayah.
Pratyayastvam Apashrayah.
Mother Lakshmi, who is here, is the reservoir of all spiritual qualities, whereas you manifest and enjoy all these qualities. Indeed, you are actually the enjoyer of everything. You live as the super soul of all living entities, and the goddess of fortune is the form of their bodies, senses, and minds. She also has a holy name and form, whereas you are the support of all such names and forms and the cause for their manifestation. Madhvacharya, the Acharya of the Tattvavadis, has described this verse in the following way. Vishnu is described as Yagya personified, and Mother Lakshmi is described as spiritual activities and the original form of worship. In fact, they represent spiritual activities and the super soul of all Yagya. Lord Vishnu is the super soul even of Lakshmi Devi, but no one can be the super soul of Lord Vishnu, for Lord Vishnu himself is the spiritual super soul of everyone. So Paramatma, he is the Paramatma of everyone. Paramatma is no Paramatma. He is himself Paramatma. That's what we are trying to understand. And Lakshmi Devi, she is the original form of worship. She is his own potency, his own energy. Like how Srimati Radharani, she is the best. She knows the best how to serve Krishna. So Lakshmi Devi knows best how to serve Lord Vishnu. According to Madhvacharya, there are two tattvas or factors. One is independent and the other is dependent. The first tattva is the Supreme Lord Vishnu, and the second is the Jiva tattva. Lakshmi Devi, being dependent on Lord Vishnu, is sometimes counted among the Jivas. The Gaudiya Vaishnavas, however, describe Lakshmi Devi in accordance with the following two verses from the Prameya Ratnavali of Baladev Vidyabhushan. The first verse is a quotation from the Vishnu Puran. So here Srila Prabhupada is saying that Madhvacharya is explaining that Lord Vishnu, of course, he is Vishnu Tattva, he is supremely independent. And we, the Jivas, we are dependent, we are completely dependent on the Supreme Lord. So as we understand, Lakshmi Devi is the energy of Lord Vishnu. But here Madhvacharya is saying that Lakshmi Devi is also dependent on Lord Vishnu because she is his energy. Energy is dependent on the energetic, on the Purusha. So sometimes she is counted as Jivas in the sense because she's dependent on Lord Vishnu. So we are going to hear what Prabhupada is saying, what Baladev Vidyabhushan says in this, from Vishnu Puran. Nityeva sa jagan mata Vishnu Shrir Anapayani Yatha Sarva Gatos Vishnus Tathaivyam Vijottama Vishnusyu Shaktayas Tisras taso ya kirtita para seva shristad abhineti praha shishyan prabhur mahan. O best of the Brahmanas, Lakshmi is the constant companion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, and therefore she is called Anapayini. She is the mother of all creation. As Lord Vishnu is all pervading, his spiritual potency, Mother Lakshmi, is also all pervading. So she is his energy. You cannot separate the energy from the energetic. Can't separate the sunshine from the sun. We have our energy by which we are moving, our hand, speaking. It belongs to us. We are using that energy. So similarly, Lord Vishnu's energy, that's Mother Lakshmi. So as Lord Vishnu is all pervading, Mother Lakshmi is all pervading because she is his energy. Lord Vishnu has three principal potencies: internal, external, and marginal. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has accepted Parashakti, the spiritual energy of the Lord, as being identical with the Lord. Thus, she is also included in the independent Vishnu Tattva. So Lord Chaitanya says that the internal energy, Mother Lakshmi, she is the internal energy of Lord Vishnu. So she is also in the uh, included in Vishnu Tattva. She's actually the energy of the Lord, Mother Lakshmi. In the Kanti Mala commentary on the Prameya Ratnavali, there is this statement: Nanu Kvachit Nitya Mukta Jivatvam Lakshmya Svikritam Tatraha Praheti Nitye Veti Padye Sarva Vyapati Kathanena Kalakashtheti Adi Padya Dvaye Shuddho Piti Ukta Cha Maha Prabhuna स्वशिष्यान् प्रतिलक्ष्म्या भगवद अद्वैतम् उपदिष्टम् क्वचिद् यत्तस्यास्तु द्वैतम् उक्तम् तत्तु तद् आविष्ट नित्यमुक्तजीवम् आदाय सङ्गतमस्तु. Although some authoritative Vaishnav disciplic successions count the goddess of fortune among the ever liberated living entities Jiva in Vaikuntha, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in accordance with the statement in the Vishnu Puran, has described Lakshmi as being identical with the Vishnu Tattva. The correct conclusion is that the descriptions of Lakshmi as being different from Vishnu are stated when an eternally liberated living entity is imbued with the quality of Lakshmi. They do not pertain to Mother Lakshmi, the eternal consort of Lord Vishnu. So here we are trying to understand, because sometimes some Vaishnavas also say that Lakshmi Devi, she is a living entity, a jiva, but of course a liberated one. So Lord Chaitanya is helping us understand that the original Mother Lakshmi, original goddess of fortune, she is Lord Vishnu's internal energy. But there may be some times that some jivas who become perfect, they get the qualities of Mother Lakshmi. Then those are the jivatmas. They are not the original Mother Lakshmi. Mother Lakshmi, she is the internal energy of Vishnu. So she is Lord Vishnu's internal energy. But that's not the Jivatma. The Jivatma is the one they are referring sometime to, that some soul may get the qualities to some degree of Mother Lakshmi, the quality of Mother Lakshmi. Then that, in that sense, then that is the Jivatma. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then we'll go on with the next one. Yatha yuvam trilokasya
Yatha yuvam trilokasya
varadau paramesthino
varadau paramestino
tathama uttama shloka
tathama uttama shloka
Santu Satya Mahashisha.
Santu Satya Mahashishah.
You are both the supreme rulers and benedictors of the three worlds. Therefore, my Lord Uttam Shlok, may my ambitions be fulfilled by your grace. So may my desires be fulfilled by your mercy. Only by your mercy can my desires be fulfilled. Iti abhishtuya varadam
Iti abhishtuya varadam
Srinivasam Shriyasaha
Srinivasam Shriyasaha
Ta Nisaryopaharanam
Tanni Saryopaharanam
Dvat Datva Chamanam Acharyet
Dat
Archayet.
Dattva Chamam Nam Archayet.
Sri Sukadev Goswami continued, thus one should worship Lord Vishnu, who is known as Srinivas, along with Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, by offering prayers according to the process mentioned above. After removing all the paraphernalia of worship, one should offer them water to wash their hands and mouths, and then one should worship them again. Tata stuvita stotrena
Tatastu Vita Strotena
bhakti prahavena chetasa
Bhakti Pravena Chetasa
yagyochistam avagraya
Yagnochistam Avagraya
punar abhyarchayedharim.
Punar Abhyarchayetarim.
Thereafter, with devotion and humility, one should offer praise to the Lord and Mother Lakshmi. Then one should smell the remnants of the food offered, and then again worship the Lord and Lakshmi ji. Patim cha paraya bhaktya
Patim cha Paraya Bhaktya
mahapurusha chetasa
Mahapurusha Chetasa
priyastester upanamet
Priyestester Upaname
prema shila swayampati
Prema Shila Swayampati
bhibrayat sarva karmani
Viprya- Viprayat Sarvakarmani
patnya uchavachani cha.
Patnya Uchavachani cha.
Accepting her husband as the representative of the Supreme Person, a wife should worship him with unalloyed devotion by offering him prasad. The husband, being very pleased with his wife, should engage himself in the affairs of his family. The family relationship of husband and wife should be established spiritually according to the process mentioned above. So the husband should be a devotee of the Lord, and the wife should understand the husband to be a representative of the Supreme Lord. So the husband should have those qualities, means he's so qualified. Kritam ekatarenapi
Kritam ekatare napi
dampatyor abhayor api
dampatyor upayor api
patnyam kuryat anarhayam
patnyam kuryat anarhayam
patir etat samahita.
patir etat samahitah.
Between the husband and wife, one person is sufficient to execute this devotional service. Because of their good relationship, both of them will enjoy the result. Therefore, if the wife is unable to execute this process, the husband should carefully do so and the faithful wife will share the result. The relationship between husband and wife is firmly established when the wife is faithful and the husband sincere. Then, even if the wife, being weaker, is unable to execute devotional service with her husband, if she's chaste and sincere, she shares half of her husband's activities. So she gets half of the result of his worship, the wife, if she is devoted to her husband. Vishnor idam bibran,
Vishnurvratam idam bibran
na na vihanyat kathanchana,
na vihanyat katanchana
vipran striyo viravati,
vipran strityo viravati
sraganda bali mandane,
sragandha bali mandane
archet ahar ahar bhaktya,
archet ahar ahar bhaktya
devam niyamam asthita,
devam niyamam astita
udvasya devam svedhamni,
udvasya devam svedamni
tan niveditam agrataha,
tanniveditam agrataha
adyat atma vishuddhi artham,
adyat atma vishuddhi artham
sarva kama samriddhaye.
sarva kama samriddhaye.
One should accept this Vishnu Vrat, which is a vow in devotional service, and should not deviate from its execution to engage in anything else. By offering the remnants of prasad, flower garlands, sandalwood pulp, and ornaments, one should daily worship the Brahmanas and worship women who peacefully live with their husbands and children. Every day, the wife must continue following the regulative principles to worship Lord Vishnu with great devotion. Thereafter, Lord Vishnu should be laid in his bed, and then one should take prasad. In this way, husband and wife will be purified and will have all their desires fulfilled. Etena puja vidhina
Etena puja vidina
masan dvadashahayanam
masan dwadasha ayanam
nitvatho paramet sadhvi
nitvato paramet sadvi
kartike charame hani.
kartike charame hani.
The chaste wife must perform such devotional service continuously for 1 year. after, I'm sorry. After 1 year passes, she should fast on the full moon day in the month of Kartik, October, November.
Hare Krishna. So now she's not worshipping uh, goddess Lakshmi, or she's done. She finished with that.
So every day for 1 year she has to do worship Goddess Lakshmi and Lord Vishnu
And
together.
Lord Vishnu, right? Oh,
Yeah, yeah, for 1 year. Shvobhute pa upasprishya
so bhute pa upasprishya
Krishnam abhyarchya purvavat
Krishnam apyarcha purvavat
paya shritena juhuyach
paya tena juhuyach
charuna saha sarpisha.
charuna sahasarpisha.
Pakayagya vidhanena
पाकयज्ञविधानेन
dvadasheva
द्वादशेवा हुतिपति.
On the morning of the next day, one should wash oneself, and after worshipping Lord Krishna as before, one should cook as one cooks for festivals, as stated in the Graya Sutras. Sweet rice should be cooked with ghee, and with this preparation, the husband should offer oblations to the fire 12 times. So, this is after the vrat is finished, then the next day. Ashisha Shira Sadaya
आशिष शिरसादाय
Vijay Preete Samirita
द्विजे प्रीते समीरिता
Pranamya Shirasa Bhaktya
परं प्रणम्य शिरसा भक्त्या
Bhunjita Tad Anugyaya.
भुञ्जीत तत् अनुज्ञया.
Thereafter, he should satisfy the Brahmanas. When the satisfied Brahmanas bestow their blessings, he should devotedly offer them respectful obeisances with his head, and with their permission, he should take prasad. So, get the blessings of the Brahmanas, finish the vrat, offer again worship to Lord Krishna, offer worship to Brahmanas. Acharyam agrata kritva,
आचार्यम् अग्रत कृत्वा
vagyata saha bandhuvi,
वाग्यत सह बन्धुभिः
dadyat patnyai charoshesham,
दद्यात् पत्नी चरो शेषम्
suprajastvam susaubhagam.
सुप्रजास्त्वं सुसौभगम्.
Before taking his meal, the husband must first seat the acharya comfortably and, along with his relatives and friends, should control his speech and offer prasad to the guru. Then the wife should eat the remnants of the oblation of sweet rice cooked with ghee. Eating the remnants ensures a learned, devoted son and all good fortune. So if they want to have a good son, then the wife eats the sweet rice which is offered into the remaining of the sweet rice which was offered into the fire. Etaccharitva vidivat mritam vibhor
एतच्चरित्वा विधिवत् व्रतं विभोर
abhipsitarham labate puman iha
अभिप्सितार्थं लभते पुमान् इह.
riche tad asthaya labhet saubhagam.
श्रीचेत आस्थाय लभ लभेत सौभगम्.
Shriyam prajam jivapatim yashograham.
श्रियं प्रजां जीवपतिं यशो गृहम्.
If this vow or ritualistic ceremony is observed according to the description of Shastra, even in this life, a man will be able to achieve all the benedictions he desires from the Lord. A wife who performs this ritualistic ceremony will surely receive good fortune, opulence, sons, a long living husband, a good reputation, and a good home. In Bengal, even today, if a woman lives for a long time with her husband, she is considered very fortunate. A woman generally desires a good husband, good children, a good home, prosperity, opulence, and so on. As recommended in this verse, a woman will receive all desirable benedictions and a man will also be able to receive all benedictions from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, by performing this particular type of vrat, a man and a woman in Krishna consciousness will be happy in this material world. And because of being Krishna conscious, they will be promoted to the spiritual world. So Sukadev Goswami is saying that one who observes this vrat, then he can have all his desires fulfilled. Whatever the man wants, he can ask the Lord for it. The Lord will fulfill his desire. Women usually good home, good children, good husband, good opulence, you know. So the woman gets all that also. And so peacefully remain Krishna conscious in this life. And at the end of life, go to the spiritual world. Go back home, back to Godhead. Kanya cha vindeta samagra lakshanam
कन्या च विन्देत समग्रलक्षणम्
patim tu avirahata kilbisham gatim.
पतिं वीरा हत किल विषां गतिम्
Mrita praja jiva sutta dhaneshwari
वृत प्रजा जीवसुता धनेश्वरी
sudur sudur bhaga subhaga rupam agryam
सुदुर्भगा सुभगा रूपम् अग्रे
vinded virupa viruja vimuchyate
विन्देत् विरूपा विरुजा विमुच्यते
ya ya vendriya kalya deham
य आमयाविन्द्रियकल्यदेहम्
etat pathan abhyudaye cha karmani
एतत् पतन् अभ्युदये च कर्मणि
ananta tripti pitridevatanam
अनन्ततृप्ति पितृदेवतानम्
tushta prayachanti samastakaman
तुष्टा प्रयच्छन्ति समस्तकामान्
homa vasane hutabhuk shiharischa
होमावसाने हुतभुक्षि
rajan mahanmarutam janma punyam
राजन्महन्मरुतां जन्म पुण्यम्
ditirvritam cha bihihitam mahatte.
दिते व्रतं च विहितं महत्ते
If an unmarried girl observes this vrat, she will be able to get a very good husband. If a woman who is avira, who has no husband or son, executes this ritualistic ceremony, she can be promoted to the spiritual world. A woman whose children have died after birth can get a child with a long duration of life and also become very fortunate in possessing wealth. If a woman is unfortunate, she will become fortunate, and if ugly, she will become beautiful. By observing this vrat, a diseased man can gain relief from his disease and have an able body with which to work. If one recites this narration while offering oblations to the pitas and demigods, especially during the Shraddh ceremony, the demigods and the inhabitants of Pitralok will be extremely pleased with him and bestow upon him the fulfillment of all desires. After one performs this ritualistic ceremony, Lord Vishnu and his wife Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, are very pleased with him. O King Parikshit, Now I have completely described how Diti performed this ceremony and had good children, the Maruts, and a happy life. I have tried to explain this to you as elaborately as possible. Thus, in the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 6th canto, 19th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Performing the Puṁsavana Ritualistic Ceremony, end of the 6th canto. So we can see here Sukadev Goswami is saying that one who follows this vrat can have so much opulence, all the desires can be fulfilled. I'm
Hare
sorry, you were saying
Krishna.
something.
So,
Hare Krishna.
yeah, Hare Krishna. So that means Diti, she performed this. She did this ceremony, and that's how she got the 49 maruts.
Yes, yes. Because Kashyap Muni told her to do that. She said, I want a son who's going to kill Indra. But Kashyap Muni, he's a devotee. He doesn't want to kill Indra. So he told her, you follow this vrat and you will have your son, And he said, if you fail to even follow it perfectly to the T, your son will become friendly to Indra, means he's going to become a demigod. And he told her all the rules and regulations. So she performed, she worshipped Lord Vishnu for a year. That's how she got the Maruts.
So that's why now Sukte Goswami is telling, like others also, other women, like to do the ceremony, right? To do
Yeah,
this.
because Parikshit Maharaj, he asked, like, tell me
He
about
asked,
more about this vrat. Like, how is it, like, it brought such a change in Diti? What did she do that brought about such a change? So, worshipping Lord Vishnu. Yeah, so we are also recommended to worship Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, worshipping the deity, remembering, hearing, chanting. Yeah. So that brings us to the end of 6th canto. Tomorrow we'll start with the 7th canto. Okay.
So that means none of her children were asuras, right?
Who?
That's what it
Who?
means.
I'm sorry.
Diti's children, none, I mean, she was like considered mother, right, of the asura.
Yeah.
But then none of the children became asuras. They became devotees of Lord Vishnu.
No. The other sons are asuras.
Other sons.
The devotees, yeah, her devotees would be Prahlad. Prahlad became devotee. Bali Maharaj became devotee. But the others were all asuras.
Hiranyakashipu.
Yeah, Hiranyakashipu,
Hiranyakasha,
Ranaksha.
right? Oh,
Yeah. So we'll stop here today.
yeah.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.